My generation needs to survive the climb, but don't keep swaying
Down
down.
goes deception, let righteousness rise.
I'm not afraid, I've been brought back to life.
Fire away.
I am covered by an armor that you can't break through.
Fire away.
'Cause the standard's solid rock.
Long live the king.
Living out my passion, never stop it. See this path that he chose, don't block it. Grab mics all day, keep it rocking. Never let it go, it can never be an option. Yeah, dropping hits with the best of them. If I get tired, then I know I'm caressing them. Jesus made a way, you don't mess with them. This is the reason I'm here, so I'm blessing them. It don't matter what the world brings. See me covered by the blood, it's enough over everything. Truth every time we sing. Shout it out, long live the king.
Down goes deception, let righteousness rise.
I'm not afraid, I've been brought back to life.
Fire away.
I am covered by an armor that you can't break through.
Fire away.
'Cause the standard's solid rock.
Long live the king.
I'm not afraid, I've been brought back to life.
Fire away.
I am covered by an armor that you can't break through.
Fire away.
'Cause the standard's solid rock.
Long live the king. Long live the king.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Doodle Chill with me and Mr. Beacon. How you doing?
Good. Just working on a little map here.
Hello, Coleman. How's it going, buddy? Oh, you're working on the map for what?
It's the I'm mapping out the home world of the angels from Seven Legions. It's got a pretty cool project and pretty cool 3D project in mind, and in a little bit decided to get a little work on it. But yeah.
Yeah, we've both been having fun with Blender.
Yep.
Dude, I started playing with it like 2 days ago, and I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm really digging what it can do.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm. And for people that didn't see it yet, hold on, let me show this. Boom. At the stream, and there you go.
Nice.
Working on the Nat Mini. Like I already had started it on ZBrush a while back.
Yeah.
A bit before the first campaign, I think. But I didn't like it. There was something bugging me in it, and ZBrush kept freaking bugging. Like ZBrush is famous for having a whole bunch of bugging and crashing.
Oh, yeah.
I decided to go try out the new Blender sculpting mode, and I'm liking it better than ZBrush.
Yeah.
This took me 2 days to do about.
Okay.
I'm almost, I'll be done soon. The biggest part is there, and now it's detailing. It is a mini, so I can't go too much into details.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. As you can see, there's a nice little face there.
Yeah.
Start sculpting a bit the hair. Gonna have to go do the ear. Oh, I sculpted the jacket on him.
Mm-hmm.
But the other parts are separated. I'm gonna merge them after. That's what I like, the fact that you can switch from the modeling to the sculpting.
Yeah.
So I can sculpt the base, then go in and build the piece, then shoot. So when I'm gonna be done, everything's gonna be merged together.
Yeah.
But as you can see, they're all split.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah, one of the things I found with that method for making hair
Mhm.
that I showed you is, once you're done making the hair using that method, you can convert it to a mesh because it's not technically a mesh. You can convert it over, reduce the poly count, and then merge all the hair parts together, make it like one solid, one complete object. So that really cut down on the lag when I did that.
But as you can see, like, dude, I'm not super high poly. But
Yeah.
I'm getting a really good model,
Oh yeah.
especially for a mini that's going to be 3D printed.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to have to add some res soon. But check this out.
Nice.
So you can see I'm still in low poly.
Yeah.
But yeah, printed small is going to look good.
Mm-hmm.
But you always have to get most of your work done, and then you up, because it's going back when you fuck up when you're really high poly. That's not as fun.
Oh yeah.
Let's just switch to the faces. Hold on, which one is it? This one. So you see,
Yep.
it's still very low poly for a character. But I like the little quick rendering.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you an idea of how smooth and nice it's gonna look. And it's gonna be a paintable little demo.
Nice.
Okay, let's save this. Now I'm gonna be working on that little fan art that I started, the sketch that I did of black and white.
Sweet.
Oh, before I do this, let's run the trailer.
From Art Thibert comes the exciting conclusion to the Black and White origin saga. 60 pages of pulse-pounding action. In a world where law and order are often blurred to gray, justice can only be black and white. Man versus machine.
Yeah, Black and White by Art Thibert. I backed it. Go get it.
Mm-hmm.
Should be coming out soon. Looks pretty sweet.
Oh yeah.
So, okay, I'm gonna put that on the side as ref. Yeah, start some background music. Is everything good?
Mm-hmm.
And here the quick sketch I did last time.
Sweet.
And we're gonna be fleshing out that, technically penciling it.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Riders goes, "Don't be a puss, give him some junk. Give him a break, I'm still sculpting." But as you can see, he has a booty. Get it? And welcome to the stream, bro. CG from Rebel Inc. Simon sounds exactly like my uncle Vincent. I'm pretty sure he was a cool guy. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna switch this to blue. Pull out my pencil tool. Let's do this. Took me a while to get that pencil tool exactly like I wanted. It's I love working with it now.
Yeah.
I do, to the point that I'm actually thinking of doing most of my work pencil now, digital pencils like this, or traditional pencils also, and then coloring them. I'm gonna try it. I really did like the result of coloring the pencils of Preston.
Yeah.
I think that came out pretty freaking cool.
Yep. Yeah, that looks awesome.
And I don't know, for those that haven't seen it, let me open it. I'll show you guys a little something. Books, Luani, issues. One second. Which one's which? And there you go. Oh, this is page one of the first pages of Daddy Issues, but that was all penciled by me. That's for Daddy Issues. Little glimpse at the origin of Luani, when she got reprogrammed or programmed to obey the big boss of Planet 69. She's trying to piece together everything, and that's what Daddy Issue is all about. So it's Luani and Rose. And this was the pencils that Inkspot used to do that digital painting, the paint over that he did. I like the fact that that tool comes out exactly like a real pencil, and it feels like it too.
Yeah.
Been working on some Chris vid that might just be illegal. Fudge. My Uncle Serge keeps bragging about how you work on heavy metal. Blah blah blah. Ain't old man. I old man. If it's Serge, I know. I think I know. Did he teach 3D animation at NAD? Because one of my teachers was Serge. Mon oncle Armand worked on the O'Keefe beer plant. Nice hips. Oh. He goes, okay. Remember serving my grandpa a lot of O'Keefe in my childhood? He goes, yup. So then I know him. And Heavy Metal is one of my favorite goddamn animated movies, especially from that time. I love the first one, and I even love the second one. I remember that some of my teachers over there worked on both of them, and they were like, the second one, we got a lot of shit. I'm like, dude, I freaking love it. I just don't like the CGI at the end. And he goes, yeah, that's what I don't like about it.
Yeah.
We all thought it was going to look cool, but it ended up looking like shit. I go, yep.
I mean, in retrospect, a lot of things that we used to think looked amazing actually looked pretty terrible.
But most of the old CGI, like it grew old pretty goddamn quick.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be doing some streams about, talking and working on Blender soon. I'm really enjoying it. I want to find out more about that 2D animation and everything in it.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Ace? Welcome to the stream, buddy.
Yo.
That's a mouthful of a name. Can I call you Squeaky for short? Edwin, the Ace Volume 3 coming in. And that is a long name. First time I saw heavy metal, I was illegally in a club. They had it on this big screen muted. I was like, what the fuck is this? I need to see this movie. I know. Yeah, remember, I think the first time I saw it was one of my uncles was watching it. And then it used to play at the late night movies type of thing, like after 9 or 10. You know, back when the, booze was not just 18 plus, it was just 13 plus. If we say his name 3 times, does it summon Satan? How does the master work again? I remember buying this book like back when it used to come out, when it came out, and originally from Image Comics. I was so excited when he said he was going to bring them back. Then a lot of people were like, "Oh, never heard of it." God damn it. It's one other thing with Image back in the day. It's still to this day. They're not really strong in advertisement.
Yeah. I don't think any comic book companies are. Otherwise, they would have capitalized on the Marvel movies when they first started coming out, and they were still good.
But people are forgetting that before Marvel did movies, Dark Horse dominated. There's a whole bunch of superhero comic book movies that are from Dark Horse.
Yeah.
It's Virus, Judge Dredd came out of the Dark Horse thing. Paint Girl.
Yeah, that Tank Girl movie was very 90s.
Oh, dude, I loved it. I was at the premiere.
Yeah.
Like, I was lucky back then. I was technically going to every movie premieres.
Nice.
You know what's the funniest thing?
What?
I don't really miss it. I think the last one I went was the Ninja Turtles, I think.
Okay.
No, I'm focusing on trying to build my IP, so one day I'll go see one of my movies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm moving my characters to be better. Or,
Yeah.
we're going to start producing our own movies. There you go.
Yeah. That's where all this 3D projects stuff can pay off.
Yep. Build the models, rig them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to build a video game eventually too. But
Yeah.
I really want like like those old games like they did with Star Wars, or another example could be the old what was it? What was it? Cybertoad? No. Battletoad.
Okay.
I like the old idea of the game where for a few minutes you're riding a bike trying to do something, then after that you're running on rooftops, then you're flying your ship. Pretty much what I like to do. But everything in due time.
Mhm.
And now I'm doing a little bit of animation. I want to do those minis, adding a board game eventually. But like I told somebody else, I'm like, before all this, like slow and steady wins the race. But before all this, I need to build the lore, the brand and the lore. So what's the point of having a game if you don't have any stories to base those games on?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the chat for a few seconds. Yeah, I think I seem to recall having seen it in a drive-in. Yeah, same. When the drinking legal age was just a suggestion. That is true. Back then, that's what it was. Bon français, tabarnak. Exactly. There you go. Ah, c'est toute crusse, ce ciboire. Or, no, I won't say the other one. I prefer giving it to holy treatment and give it the old Saint Ciboire. Yep. Captain Haddock was the best at swearing, though. You know who Captain Haddock is? Vegan?
No.
Did you ever know Tintin?
Okay, I've heard that one. Is that
Captain Haddock is the Marine guy.
okay?
The sailor. He used to always swear, and that's the thing. He swears all the time. He's a drunk, and yeah. Okay, they're got in a swearing contest in French in the chat. Depends how hard I stub my toe. Really, it just comes out. Yeah, it is funny. Like it's one of the things that the girls here and Dave was telling me. It's funny how we can speak English all the time here. I'll stump my toe or hurt myself. Carlis, tabarnak. I go back to French instantly, and it's the same thing for Dave. It's like he speaks English all the time, but if he does something where he gets really pissed, well, he swears in Spanish. Last week I swore for a whole 20 seconds, new record. Didn't repeat and swear a word either. I was amazed.
If you're multilingual, you can like switch between languages, so you get more mileage.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mais ça compte pas. Je sais comment sacrer en 4 langues. Well, I know how to swear in multiple languages too, about 4 languages too. But I only speak fluently 2. I know Spanish a bit, just not much practice. And the other ones are the ones I learned, like a bit of German, a bit of this. Because Dave speaks Italian. There's also Italian that I know a little bit. He speaks Italian, Russian. No, you need a Skyrim Fallout style game for Nadverse. Agreed. But the thing is, I'm trying to think about possible and cheaper way of starting. Like I do want one of those like games, but dude, I totally would like to have a Skyrim Fallout type, or Grand Theft Auto would be in space would be kind of really pretty fucking cool. Yeah. But that's a AAA type of game we were talking about.
Oh yeah. I can see Seven Legions becoming like a Mass Effect style game.
Con, bof, j'ai pas coulé mon français secondaire 5 2 fois pour rien. I'm sorry. He says I didn't fail my high school my French in high school twice for nothing. To swear en joual is so liberating. Yeah, it is. And joual is what we call our language. It's like comparing it's like saying it's our French. It's the Quebec French. It's like the American English compared to the British.
Yeah.
So we call it joual. Yeah. You know, otherwise, in other words, I think the proper translation would be colloquial.
Okay.
And you'll notice every swear word that we have in Quebec is pretty much related to freaking church. Tabernacle, tabarnak, sacrament, sacrament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang Catholics ruining everything for the rest of us Christians.
You know, I didn't even know there was a difference until.
Oh yeah.
Like all Christians were the same.
Catholicism is kind of they're the ones who talk about the saints and all that. And like pray to saints. We don't. I mean, sure, we'll look at those people, those historical figures, like, yeah, those are good people, but they're not the ones you pray to for anything. Also, we don't do little boys.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get you guys to finish recording those voices so I can get back to that animation soon.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And this is going up or down that time. Okay, doesn't go side, it goes down. You know, talking about heavy metal, I'm probably gonna be watching that after. Trying to think, maybe Captain Harlock. That 2D animated movie was pretty good.
Okay.
Did you see that one, Beacon?
I think so. It's been a while though.
Back to the chat a little bit. What's that? Sijais is famous now. Tell him to reach out to Bethesda. Who's Sijais? Oh, I'd love to work for Bethesda.
Oh yeah.
Cool moves with the pen, man. Well, thanks. Un petit cross-check quand le ref regarde pas, ça fait bien aussi. In other words, a little cross-checking somebody that when the ref doesn't see, it feels good too. Soon I'm gonna have to start working on that new show that I'm working on.
Hey, the one with the lady from Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
Yeah.
I need to start working on the logo, a little intro. We picked out the name. It's gonna be called the Movieverse.
Okay.
Either that or just that or Enter the Movieverse with Sim and Margine.
Nice.
We're gonna geek out about movies and shit and have like guests and for interviews and shit. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
We even thought about doing some pre-recorded videos, like 20, 15 minutes reviews. We just print it and we cut it even if we're still talking. Type of, I think we thought it would be funny.
Yeah.
Put the counter 15 minutes. We're done. Bye.
So anyway, you get to the worst part of the movie, and we're done. Bye.
Yeah. And we're gonna, we could get people to vote for which one's gonna be the next one. We had a bunch of cool ideas. And she knows a lot of people that played in some of the movies that we put on the list, so that's gonna be fun. And one of them in the list is metal. It's heavy metal.
Sweet.
So hopefully we'll get people. We could get some people that worked on it, that played in it. Chris is famous now. I tried doing it in soccer too, but people kept taking dives. Yeah, you don't need to do much. You just need to sneeze next to one of them and they take a dive. I mean, technically I'm famous too, or was that infamous? I can never remember. You know what they say, right? They're both the same thing in a way.
Mm-hmm.
They talk about you bad or they talk about you bad, as long as they talk about you. And I've learned a long time ago, you can try as hard as you want to be the nicest guy in the fucking world. Somebody's gonna call you an asshole.
Yep.
I think that's genius and insane people. Although I guess in 2023, famous people have become rather infamous. Yep. So is that what the world will look like once you take over, Mike?
Oh yeah, yeah. I plan to reshape the world in my image. Now I saw a cool project for Blender. So this guy, he downloaded all these map files from NASA, like topographical maps, and just a color map of the world, and a map that's got like the lights on the Earth at night, and just like put all of them together into like just a globe shape in Blender, and it made a realistic looking Earth. So I'm adapting my map from Seven Legions, to fit over those maps, so I can pretty easily do the same thing, but with my world. Hopefully, it works out good.
Probably will.
Yeah, it'd be so cool to have like a hyper realistic 3D model of the Angel homeworld. You just put it, next time I do a video that's just voiceover, just have that as the background image.
Mm-hmm. That would also look really sweet in a trailer.
Yeah. Ooh, and especially make a 3D model of like a ship or something.
Yeah.
Have it zoom down. Yeah.
That's one of the next thing I'm doing. I'm doing the Nat ship. I'm going to be doing the Nat ship. I want to do Bob, but that's one of the the voice actor was asking. Goes, dude, I want one of those Nats. Can you do Bob? I'm like, I will do Bob, but I don't just want to do a sculpture of Bob.
Yeah.
It's a robot. So I want I'd like to be able to open his back and have the extra set of arm coming out, or they could just put them in or something. Open the back and. But like I say, slow and steady always wins the race.
Yep.
But I'm definitely relieved to know that we won't have a battle someday for the world's ownership.
Well, I want to count your chickens before they hatch,
I was going to choose like Chris whips as weapons.
I do have some file I need to show you that would be really useful for what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Because from what I remember, I don't think you have any like maps that are like fully laid out like I've got. So there's like a procedural planet generator that I think does about the same level of detail.
That would be cool because that's one of the things I've been meaning to work on how to build a map for the planets.
Yeah.
Systems. Because that's one of the things I want people to understand. It's in the Naverse, like there's a lot of it that they know and there's some of it that they don't. You know what I mean? That's the idea of having different sectors. It's like, imagine like a radio going around. That's one of the things I was trying to build. Like the idea was to have like a radio. So you have sector 1 to like, I don't know, let's say like for all of it. So they know the beginning of it, but what's further on that sector, maybe they don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder what would hurt more, really old licorice or really fresh licorice. I imagine the old one would snap. I don't know. Beat somebody with an old smelly fish. I think that would be bad if you get my reference. Don't retire, folks. You have time to think about stupid stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
Never retire. Keep working. As long as you can. mean, it's one of the things when I got sick in my operation, they go, "Sir, we'll put you on the invalid list." I'm like, "No." I'm like, I do that. Literally said, "Nope." I'm an artist. I can still earn my living, and
Yeah. Like one thing with this world,
I won't get like 15-inch less of intestine, Crohn, and all this shit stuff.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, like what with my worlds, I think this is the only world I've got thoroughly like thought out. Really, like this area here, all these islands,
Mm-hmm.
they have a culture where they have the tattoo on their face, like they got the one for their clan, and when they get married, they have their spouse's clan over the other eye.
Okay.
And then, that's the one where two of the angels in issue 3 come from. The one, the girl with the pink hair, and then the Arios.
Yeah.
That's where they're from. And then that city.
I'm just talking out loud. Go ahead.
That city. Yeah. The city from issue 1 is right about here.
Okay.
And this area is a whole plains area where most of their livestock come from. And this is a world that once was connected to Earth by a portal, and it's connected to Earth by a portal for millions of years. So species that were from Earth had crossed over to here over the course of millions and millions of years. So they got dinosaurs over here. So some of their livestock are, the long neck dinosaurs like the brachiosauruses and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got, they call them shield heads. They're triceratops. And then of course you got like the predator species.
Triceratops?
Yeah, they got triceratops. They raise them like cattle.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Triceratops lives matters. I'm joking.
Well,
have a Triceratops character in the
Well,
you might want to have a talk with you. I don't know.
Azrael, he was once his parents raised cattle, raised shield heads, and he grew attached to some right before they put the bolt through their head and sold the meat.
Good old farmer boy.
Yeah, that's
Again,
where
I have a character that might want to have a talk with him.
Yeah. see, people when they hear Azrael's last name, Shield Hand, they probably think some warrior name. No, it really just comes from being like a Triceratops rancher.
Oh, I stay in trouble. I just refuse to get paid for it. Plausible deniability and all that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So when you took over the world and reshaped it, you just decided to wipe out Montreal, huh? I see how it is.
Yeah, well, let's see. Where is Montreal in this?
Yeah, you kind of did.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is all land right here, so...
But in his defense, he is trying to get me out of here.
Yeah, in my defense, I actually took out my town and also somewhere
okay,
right
fair
in
enough.
here. So yeah, my town's gone too.
It's gone.
Yeah. This is also a map that I made in Civilization 5, and it's pretty fun to play on. Let's see. Start putting in the details for the. Start scribbling in for the mountains.
I've been working on the blender, and now I keep mixing up my shortcuts. And I can't wait to get that model done, because after that I'm hooking up the 3D printer.
Oh yeah, sweet.
I was telling Aaron, he's like, "What? You get a 3D printer?" Yeah, it's called reinvesting the money I made on my campaign. Like, weren't you following? Oh, dude, I just can't wait to have it all modeled up and then start printing.
Yeah.
I'm still deciding if I'm gonna make it available in the second chance campaign, because it was available in the first campaign, but as an add-on, and there's only 9 people that picked it up. And like, some people might regret it. So I'm considering either putting it again, or maybe making it available in a big tier, or just not doing it and maybe, you know, make it available later.
Yeah.
Oh, and for those who haven't seen this yet, boom.
Nice.
One of the covers for the next book, Nat the Merc, Intergalactic Man of Action, with pencils by Preston, colored by yours truly. And the Schwartz is it? Oh, I forgot to put it on. I'm gonna have to put it back. I'm gonna have to put that. Is it Schwartz? Or no, it's Schwartz. I'm gonna have to go add the art. There you go. It's gonna looking sweet. I'm pretty happy with the coloring on this. I'm also working on this.
Nice.
Pencil in it. I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna ink it, color it, or digitally paint it. I don't know, but it's something I've been wanting to do for a while. It's a little wink to a bunch of stuff that I love, and mainly, you know, Hitchhiker Guide to the Galaxy. So they're technically at the diner at the end of the universe. And it's kind of like little truck stop type of things. Kind of also a wink to, you know, the restaurant that they showed at the end of Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's also an homage to a Simon Bisley cover for something they call Ronin or something, Ronin Bop or whatever. So we'll mix it there, and as you can see, you have Luani, Bob, the robot waitress. You have Zed here that's gonna be there, and Rose just chilling there. And this is my little wink to that hello my honey, hello my darling. Lizard at the anyways.
Oh, I think I saw that they got a new thing by Mel Brooks on Hulu, like History of the World Part 2 or something like that.
What, it's out on Hulu?
That I keep seeing an ad for it.
I didn't know it was on Hulu. I know they were working on it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's out or like they're getting ready to release it, but I keep seeing commercials for it.
And this is the pencils for one of the stories that's going to be after Intergalactic Man of Action. This is when he's going to face DEFCON. Right now it's called Screaming Metal.
Nice.
And you have to understand, his metal is screaming right now. Screaming, I'm about to smack a bitch up. And this is technically the story, you know, a little print that's going to be on the next campaign. And one last thing I want to show everybody. When we have this little corner box, I don't know what I'm going to do yet with it, but by Ryan Wynn.
Nice.
And we got this little thing here. Boom. This is going to be the cover of the Ashcan on the campaign. So it has its own cover. It's not going to be reused. It's only for the Ashcan. And it's going to be signed, numbered, well, limited, signed, numbered, and it's coming with a sketch in it. So totally worth the $20, and it's going to have a 16 page in it. Oh, yeah, way better than a sketch card. And this is also going to be available in the campaign when you back either the Ashcan or a book tier. If it's the only one that doesn't get it, is if you back the book only tier, it comes just the book. Other than that, you'll be getting that nice little limited print signed by yours truly. It's penciled by me, inked by Scotsman, colored by Beacon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the History of the World Part 2 hits Hulu Monday, March 6th.
Dude, I can't wait to see that. Hopefully he didn't go woke.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Oh.
I would hope he would. He doesn't seem like the type who would, but been disappointed before.
He goes, it's fine. I live midway between Valleyfield and Montreal, so I'm probably still there trying to take over the world. Hopefully I'll get out of Montreal before this shit happens. Because that's my first goal, is to get out of Montreal. I fucking want to get out of here. The only reason why I'm still here is for my kids and Dave. Yeah. I'm the only one that's not going to school and all that type of stuff. And yeah. And thanks to all the people and the support I have, I can live off my shit. Well, barely, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
Someday out of nowhere, we're even realizing and remembering why you'll just write an awesome character called CJ. History of the World Part 2 hits Hulu on Monday, March 6th with 2 episodes. 2 new episodes will drop daily with the final. Okay, interesting. Me too. I just want to get out of here. It's one of the things I'm busting my ass because I'm aiming that eventually I'll make enough money to clear everything, buy a house, and get the fuck out of here and just make more stuff.
Yeah.
So far, I do comic book, animation, modeling, sculpting. I want to do a video game. I want to do a board game. And rent is getting freaking stupid here. Merci, represent. Yeah, but you live in the middle of nowhere, too. I thought I'd never want to leave Quebec, but Trudeau changed my mind. Yeah, dude, I fucking hear you on that one. I feel exactly the same freaking way. Like there's a few families right now that are leaving Quebec. They're going to different places. Some are going to Alberta and stuff like that because they calculated with the taxes and everything, and not just like the income tax. They're talking about the purchase tax and everything. Just by leaving Quebec and going to a state that has a bit less taxes, they're saving 47% of their income. Oh yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why I've been trying to get, how can I say, reinvest more time into building something. And also, not just for me, you could say.
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to be able to actually say that we have a comic book world here instead of just, I'm careful what I'm going to say, though. Well, let's just say that Quebec's industries are run like freaking mob, and let's leave it at that. Not a mob, the mob. Sorry. Oh, nepotism and everything.
Yeah.
Plus, I was living out west Vancouver for 3 years. Alberta didn't pay any provincial tax. Yeah. No, I even have a friend that lives in not New Brunswick, but in that area, like Nova Scotia and shit like that, and he was telling me that I should go there. Yeah, I can't say you're wrong there. Well, it's one of the stories a lot of people don't know here. It's there was a big war for a while between the mob and the Hells, and some civilian got hurt, but they got put in their place too. And you ain't wrong. But fast, yeah. It's sad but true. And you know what the Hells are, right?
No.
The Hells Angels.
Oh, okay.
That's what he meant by the mob and the Hells. Okay, I need to twist that thing a bit more. Okay. Can you just hold the fort for a second? I'm just gonna go get something to drink. Pouch, and I'm out.
Okay.
Back in a sec.
All right. All right, now all you Frenchies are gonna start having to speak English, because I don't read French. Dog's trying to break into the room. Well, if you insist.
And I'm back.
Oh, okay, he's back. Sorry.
Strip. I'm like, tabarnak. I'm enjoying this. This is turning into a Franglish show. I'm liking this. No, I think that there's a lot of comic books and creators that are getting frowned upon and not getting exposure enough in Quebec and Canada. And I think we need to change it up. No, maybe we'll be the one making the next heavy metal movie. What do you think, Beacon?
All right. Yeah, I could go for that.
Whole bunch of short story, and it's all our shit.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember, but I showed you a little rendering process that we could do, where we can actually do 2D animation with 3D backgrounds and different shit. You do a line rendering, an outline rendering, and it looks like pencil, and then you can render the video with the camera action, and then you transport that into a 2D animation program like Clip Studio or Blender, I think it works too. And you can actually draw the details frame by frame on your ships and stuff, like to make it really look like old-fashioned 2D animation. That's how he did the remember the TIE Fighter animation?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tabarnak, es-tu dans sa sécheuse, Ciboire? No, I think it's his cat that's playing with something.
Hey, what?
No, dans sa sécheuse, like you hear like a knocking sound, like when you're spinning the dryer.
Yep. The dog was trying to pound his way into the room, and now he's successfully in.
There's no exposure here. It takes 2 years for a fab to cross the language barrier. Yep. Yeah, but that's the thing is, dude, I'll tell you by experience, you're too English or too American for the French Quebecers, or it's the other way around. It's kind of fucked up. Or your comic book is not enough like what they do, because everything here has to be a slice of life, boring type of shit. If your comic books is too American or too, you know what I mean? It's we French move on a snail pace plus our budget. Yeah. But I always said slow and steady wins the race, dude. As long as you're fucking stubborn enough to keep going. Like I never thought I would be where I am now, to be quite honest.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm grateful of it every goddamn day.
Yeah.
I was able to do comics like I want them. I'm able to do what I want. And I've been doing it for what? 4 years now? 4 or 5 years? Yep.
I remember when this whole thing started, it was like I was like, okay, I'm absolutely nobody, but just starting to talk to people in the community, and then got on Narwhal's stream when he did his streams early on, and it's like, oh, this is cool, talk to people. It's like, okay, yeah, bunch of independent comic creators, and all of a sudden we're on a show and we have someone on there. He's like on a boat. He's like, yeah, I used to do concept art for I can't remember the guy's name, but the guy who did District 9.
Mm-hmm.
Like that Mirrorball guy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm streaming with guys who used to work in Hollywood, who used to work on movies. Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, we get to we get to talk to some pretty cool people and all that.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be selling my books worldwide.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, like when I finished the first campaign, you know, and looking over my backer list, oh, I got someone I'm stripping to in Singapore.
Mm-hmm. And look at me, like getting an actual voice actor reaching out to me. Go, hey, I want to voice your character. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
La roue de la fortune avec un grand prix de $1,200. Okay, translated. The Wheel of Fortune with a big price of $1,200. Like, I've been pissed about comic books since 2006. I was alone a long ass time, a message board and forum bitching.
Yeah.
Yeah, same me. Yep. Dude, the entire mainstream lost their shit when Image got funded, and a whole bunch of us, like me, Joe Ball, and a whole bunch of other ones, were knocking at their door. Preston too, Preston Acevedo, a good friend of mine. Dude, we knocked at their door and we were told that we'd never get to work there because they don't want superstar artists. They just want in-house type of look now. So everything needed. I was like, Remember when we all talked about it? Like, we all got the same answers. Like, okay. And at the end, it was like, don't submit. We'll find you. Just do web comics. And you're like, wait, what? Yeah, we recruit now through web comics, through Tumblr and stuff like that. And that's how it all started. All the recruits came from Tumblr.
Yeah, you
like us.
Yeah, they start rolling around the dumpster. Of course, they're gonna get AIDS.
Mm-hmm. And I've been saying it for a long time ago. Dude, I remember I was not even buying anything from DC or Marvel. Like, I was buying Image, Dark Horse stuff, right? A bit of IDW back in the days. But the mainstream, I stopped buying them since I think the last thing I bought from the mainstream was the Joe Mad run on X-Men. That's a while back, right? So about 2005, 2006 or something like that. They're about the same as CJ. But dude, the only thing that got me back into buying mainstream was Ethan when they relaunched the rebirth of Green Lantern, Al Jordan. Yeah. I came back, I was curious. And then, you know, I bought a few things like the new 51, the new 52. Like the main thing was not great, but I really liked the Batman in there. Anyways. But yeah, comics been going down a really bad spiral lately. The final straw for me was DC rebooting, de-aging all their characters as a gimmick. Yeah. But that's what I said. The only thing that came out good out of New 52 was that Batman run. It was pretty goddamn dope. And there was a few good Superman story. I think the initial show was Superman's death or the wave of death that came after it and coming back to life. Yeah, that was in the 90s, dude. The Superman's death, if I'm not mistaken. That was like in 90-something. Hold on. I think it was 96, 98. Superman death. Yeah, originally published in 1992, so the same time that Image was being funded. That was their answer to Image. Oh, do you know what I started watching the other day with the kids?
What?
Chainsaw Man.
What?
Chainsaw Man. You know the guy with the chainsaw head?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that guy's a fucking simp. But damn, the show's cool. I'm liking it so much. Technically, no, I'm not gonna spoil it.
Okay.
But the only thing I'll say is the guy for some reason ends up being like half human, half demon.
Okay.
Which is weird because what set me off each time was DC doing weird shit, but I didn't really read DC. My mom, however, loved Green Arrow when he was in the. See, when I first got into comics, I got more into DC because of Batman and Superman. I've always been a big Batman Superman fan. Like, I love Superman. Like, I also love what he stands for as the iconic co-creation between the Canadian and American. And it's one of the first superheroes. But as you grow up, like I've noticed that then after that you get into your teen years, you're more of a Marvel thing because Marvel is more like a movie sci-fi aspect of it, while the DC are more iconic. So you always end up going a bit back towards them later on. Yeah. But it's also a thing that Marvel, their characters change a bit more. Like they always did that a bit more than DC. DC, they were very, very like draconian on you respect the fucking spit curl.
Yeah.
And it's one of the things that makes a good branding. It's you have to protect your IP. If you let people do whatever with your IP, well, it's nothing. Just look at Warhammer 40K and a whole bunch of others that you know branding.
Yeah.
That's why
I still think it was funny when that guy tried to act like he's like, well, Warhammer 40K, there's no reason that there can't be female space marines. I wound up ratioing that guy, and that guy has a YouTube channel that's like pretty big.
It's the old thing again. It's okay to have a women's club only, a women only club, a women only gym, but guys cannot have their own thing. But we can have only women movies, but not only guy movies.
Yeah.
Don't you think it's kind of weird? And they're doing that all the time now.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with the entire racial thing. There's a certain point where I think we all have to say fuck you.
Yep. And it seemed like the internet basically came together to tell them that.
And me, I've always been very vocal about this. It's one of the reasons why, there's a lot of people in here in the Quebec industry that don't like me that much. I'm not a submissive cunt. I respect it. I think that everybody should get along and live. Like, everybody's allowed to do whatever they fucking want. I don't know. It seems like it's a crime now to think that, being a certain color doesn't make you inherently evil.
Yeah.
Or a certain sex. It's one of the things that I thought was the most that hurt me the most in a way, like out of all this shit, with COVID and everything, seeing a whole bunch of people turning against each other, like seeing people saying, "I'm never talking to my brother again because he didn't do this or he didn't do that or this," or I'm like, "Sir, what? Wait, what?" I read everything, collected the usual X stuff, inspired books, but my main focus was Silver Surfer and all those stories concerning. Yeah. Like I was a big Marvel too. Like I like the X-Men like a lot. I like the Thor run. That was pretty goddamn sick. Mange la mort. Exactement. Guess I was lucky since Thanos' quest and the following 20 years of story almost centering around SS in some way. I mean, I do blame my craziness on being a Quebecer. I've said it before, dude. Being a Quebecer, it's not too far from being an American. There's a reason why the entire joke was in Elvis Graton. And I'm sure Beacon's like, what the fuck is he talking about? Yeah.
I don't speak your Frenchy moon speak.
Yeah, but Elvis Graton, that was a movie of a parody of a guy that an Elvis impersonator,
Okay.
right? That was ugly as fuck. But think biggest, see, you know. So yeah, that was the entire parody of it. The snobby French and the division between the two. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The pro-American or not, the fact that we're very Americanized, we're very American, and a lot of people don't like it. So I was telling you, if you're too Americanized, you're not a Quebec artist. Get it? Where it's fucked up. Unless you've worked for the mainstream and something like that, and then you're fucking awesome. They'll kiss your ass. But how many pieces of shit or shitty artists that work for the mainstream? What does that tell you?
True.
Right? How many fucking artists got called out and fired because they were tracing or stealing from other people? Then they end up doing Kickstarters and never fulfilling.
Yeah. Some of them just work at their own pace.
Yeah. But it's like I'll say I'll never get to read the next installment of Body Bag because he passed away. He passed away. Or the people that backed the freaking Battle Chaser that video game and never got the comic book that was unlocked.
Yeah.
That stripper that was in his second and third movie, I saw her live. I want to say the cactus. No, les Amazon. Yeah, on freaking Notre Dame. No. Amazon. There's Amazon. That's the one that's next to Super C, I think. Yeah. It is Notre Dame. Or Saint Jacques. No, it's Saint Jacques, I think. If that place still exists, I don't know. I haven't been there. I haven't been in that area in a while. But I think it does. It's the one on Notre Dame that closed. Amazon is still open. The writer or the character. Oh yeah, I haven't been in the strip club in 2 decades. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of strip clubs. The Amazon buffet. Yeah, dude. There's a lot of people that used to go to the strip club called the Amazon because they're close to a lot of stores and work area. It's in a work area, right?
Yeah,
dude. The thing is, people used to go there just to eat. And that's the thing that Amazon got big is that they had a really amazing buffet. So you go in, you pay your entrance, you're watching strippers and eating a buffet. But they were pretty good. That's on Saint Jacques, yeah. Because that buffet was awesome back in the days. I know. Their poutine and small serving pizza. Yeah, they had everything, dude. Including Chinese food. It was fucking awesome. The cold buffet for $2. Yeah, you had the cold one for $2. You had the full buffet for the price. Yeah. Some people would just go there to eat, dude. But the owner of that place became so rich and famous that he owns most of fucking Montreal now. His name is Sargakis. Yep.
All right, he's trying to make as much noise. Dog's trying to make as much noise as he can, so I'll just let him out real quick.
No problem. I remember a while back I was approached by some of the people that were behind the boys, like the finances, the boys. They were interested in me working on scripts and all that. But then there's a certain club and thing that I was not very into. Used to go eat there for lunch at high school. We used to call it the bureau. I mean, their strippers were alright. Food was better. Yeah, that's the thing that was funny. Food was fucking awesome. Strippers, okay. I remember going to the one called Paris in downtown. And I went there for my birthday. Or something called the Taha Beach Club. That was fucking awesome. But it was next to Paris, and yeah. Went to celebrate my 18th birthday in there. Fun. Dude, if it is just spoiled wrecked. What do you mean you just spoiled wrecked? What the hell? Paris was high-class stripper joint. Yes, it was. And I used to work at the Queen Elizabeth Hotel, my friend. What does that tell you? I remember going there and celebrating my birthday, and they sent the bar, like, the waitress set herself, like, they set the bar on fire. She was sitting in the middle of there with the shooter between her legs, the lemon between the salt on her neck, the lemon between her tits, and it was awesome. I remember hearing so much about Paris when I was growing up. Then when I finally walked inside, it was like reserved Doctor Who figure on the outside. And, it was like a reserve. Like at Edge 6. Oh, dude. No, never really been that one. I don't know, me when I went, it was huge. We used to have all those, all the ones that worked at Paris coming to the Queen Elizabeth Hotel parking lot. So you can imagine, you know, when they saw me there for my birthday, it was pretty fun. I think I only okay. No, I read that one. Spoil it. Yeah, he spoiled it. What? He spoiled the ending. You showed it online, or you just freaking said it. I don't know. What do you mean? Still waiting for my copy. There was also displayed next to Dorval Airport. Pink something. Wasn't it the pink popo or something like that? I know there's a bar here that I went to, and I went not too long ago again. But every time you say the goddamn name, everybody thinks it's a strip club, but it isn't. Only for fun electric. Translated in English would be the electric butt cheek. Come on, that does sound like a fucking strip club.
Yeah.
But it's a big biker motor bar. The only thing is, before, when you used to go there, it used to not be so PC, right?
Yeah.
So you'd have girls in like, you know, dancing around, or, you know, in the glass. You know what I mean? It used to be bigger.
Yeah.
It used to be funner.
Now don't tell me the bikers went PC.
So, you know, as much as being a guy, you know, masculine is now bad, so is being a beautiful, sexy woman.
Yep.
Yeah, I grew up with heavy metal, all that other cool stuff that was like fuck censor. So yes, fuck censor. There's a reason why we came with those codes. If it says mature on it, don't give it to your kid, and there will be no problem.
Yeah.
And even there won't be no problems.
Yeah.
We've all read heavy metal before the age that we're supposed to. We've all freaking read like Playboy before we were supposed to, and nothing bad happened.
I still find it funny the day that my mom found out that Spawn was actually not suitable for kids.
There's people being begat. What's that? Ice cream, you scream, we both scream for ice cream. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
It's not for kids. No, Mom. It is for kids. It's just it's not good.
Yeah.
It's to warn us, you know, that there's fuckers like that guy.
Yeah. Who taught you that language? Well, I learned it from the game, of course.
Okay, let me catch up with it. My first girlfriend's trip at a club named Harem. You have sex with them, you don't date them, silly. I told him exactly that. I'm liking this CJ guy.
Yeah.
Actually, I probably wouldn't have sex with a stripper either. The way I see it, I had everything for free. I definitely wouldn't do it in 2023. Girls have become very, yeah. Did you know that the average 20-year-old girl has had 25 lovers? Yeah. This was back in 97. And you know what they used to say, right? When you sleep with somebody, you sleep with everybody they slept with.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always thought it was funny is like when girls used to go like, there's only girls that you freaking criticize for being like, you know, sleeping with a lot of people. Guys that do it, you call them champs and you cheer for them. No, we don't.
Yeah.
We call them dogs. We make fun of them. You can't keep them in their pants. That entire fucking victim mentality thing is so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
They want us dead. They want to genocide us. No, we just say shut the fuck up. Live your life. Vis ta vie puis reste en vie, Carlos. That's for you guys in the chat. What I just said is, you know, shut the fuck up, live your life, and stay alive. It's an old Quebec French rap. It's not super. It's not like great, but
Yeah.
it was funny. It was an answer to all this shit. You know what I mean? That was starting back then. Like, just shut the fuck up. Leave people alone. Tabouai. Women only complain about gender inequality when it affects them negatively. Pay attention. Yeah, I know.
Yep.
I do know. I've been canceled a long time ago just because I was expressing myself against this shit.
Yeah.
Because I was part of the people pushing the red pill and black rights. Like, keep in mind, I'm one of the first guys here that won in court full custody of my kids. There's not that many, and I've been told by a whole bunch of freaking women in the school system that men cannot raise kids, filing complaints for every fucking thing, and I still have my kids, and they're. So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I've been fighting and standing my ground for a long time in this. Like, there's even like people that me and the mom and my kids we all knew in the comic book industry that just stopped talking to me. I'm a big monster because I should just left the kids. It's not fair what I'm doing, taking the kids away from my mom. I'm like, that if I probably would have let her with the kids, I probably wouldn't see mine, right? Yeah, but then pretty much shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I got a coworker who just recently got divorced. He's telling me about, they didn't want the kids to know what had really happened because she cheated.
Yeah.
So then, the kid was about 10 years old. He's like, I had no idea how much this kid caught on to. And then one day, the mom brings her new boyfriend home while the kid's visiting. While the kid's with her, and he goes, well, if you didn't want to be single, why didn't you just stick with my dad?
Mm-hmm. It's one of the things that one of my kids, Logan, told his mom. Yeah. His mom was going around to everybody saying that I kicked her out and that she was being and I just kicked her out of nowhere. Like, not the fact that she cheated on me, that I gave her a second chance. All that shit that I took care of her, right?
Yeah.
None of that shit. So she was going out, and Logan got fed up. Like, he stopped going to see her after too. Like, he just got fucking fed up. He goes, well, maybe if you would not have cheated on him, you would still be with him.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, you got enough. Like, you're done. Like, stop talking shit about my dad. Like, I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't from him. So shut the fuck up. I'm like, ooh, love you, kid. But show a bit more respect to your parents.
Yeah.
Type of thing, Yeah. And this is something similar happened with not too long ago. So even she changed her freaking. Get it? She even apologized to me once. Studies have shown that kids will turn out better with their father than with their mother. Of course, both is best, but father keeps their daughters, all stripper poles, and sons out of jail. Yep.
Yeah.
And I love the two girls. Like, I have my two boys, like my boys, but I live with my best friend, one of my best friends, and me and him have been living together for a long time, and we kind of have each other's back, helping each other with our kids, and we have full custody of his girls too. So we won, and I've been raising them for almost 10 years. I love them to bits. It's like, to me, I have 4 kids. I have 2 girls and I have 2 boys, and I love them to fucking death. And even they would tell you their moms are nuts. I assume that's why they're trying to normalize strippers and crime. Yep. Why do you think everybody talks like strippers? Like, it's another thing I've noticed. Like, if you look at anything like that, they have yeah. They're trying
This
to
bring-
make everybody. They're trying to make everybody into sex workers.
Yeah. This brings to mind an idea that came into my head today.
What?
A vigilante story, but where the vigilante, he's not going after robbers and all that. He's going after piece of crap judges, family court judges, and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they keep talking about equality, this and that, but it's never about equality. It's a lot about vengeance, and it's coming out a lot lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I ever get into a conversation with some woman who's like, women were oppressed for generations, like, oh yeah, what was the worst you had? Well, all that. And he goes, okay. Were women ever drafted into wars?
Mm-hmm.
Did they ever die in coal mines? No.
Mm-hmm.
Then shut the fuck up.
It's a system thing. No, it's generation. We've been doing that for thousands of years.
Yeah.
And it's not. Anyways,
Oh, and not
equal
only,
opportunity, not equal outcome, and equal rights.
yeah, and not only with the coal miner thing did they go into the mines and die. They got home from their mine, from the day at the mine, handed their paycheck over to their wife, and their wife handled the money.
Yep. Just like the Vikings.
Yeah.
If you know anything about the Vikings, that was it. The guys can go over there and fucking rape and pillage, but you don't bring a bitch back home. When you get back home, the woman is the king of your castle, and she runs your money, she runs your shit, and don't hide anything from her. And if you hide stuff that she stole or you hide shit from her, you will be technically court-martialed. She's allowed to fucking technically court-martial you in front of every fucking the Viking order and fucking beat the fuck out of you. Like your marriage thing, it's a deal that you agree to everybody. So,
Yeah.
To me, it's like you don't want to be a housewife, then good, go do your thing, have a career, but don't diss the people that do. Because generations and people and population don't get built by this; they get built by making babies.
Mm-hmm.
Not virtue signaling and playing victim. Stop being a fucking spoiled fucking brat and get make yourself a fucking baby instead of just pretending a cat is like your fucking kid.
Yeah.
Sorry, my rent is done. And the word, what's the best thing that's gonna come out of having kids? You're gonna grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
I assume that's why they're trying. Okay, I read that one. The Me Too movement has put a light on the worst in men and behavior and the worst of women. Yes, it did. But you know what? I think it's the most disgusting out of all of this. Another subject that's really dear to my heart. Did you notice that when the hashtag Me Too came out, and then there's another thing that just started coming out when the same thing was happening? As soon as they start talking about child sex trafficking and all that children abuse and shit like that, there's always a big movement of a Hollywood star or some freaking babe coming out going, I've been abused. It's stupid. They were all coming out, the children actors talking about it, and then hashtag Me Too happened and nobody talks about it. What's worse, children that gets abused or grown ass ladies that made a deal and are grown bitter out of it?
Yeah.
Problem is the feminist movement tells them to put having kids off, and then they put off too long and realize they're fucked. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was raised by two feminists, and first, second generation, you could say, and they were strong women that respected men, and and they always said, you don't step up to a man like a man and hoping to be treated like a woman.
Yeah. it's funny, all these women who talk about, how awful men are these days, and it's like they find a good relationship, and they're like, I don't want to. And it's and like they'll ditch him for some piece of crap guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's and then they'll realize, oh wait, this isn't what I wanted. It's almost like, okay, remember in Kick-Ass 2 at the end when the motherfucker, he's like, Kick-Ass is trying to hold him so he doesn't fall into the shark tank.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'd rather die. And he lets go.
Mm-hmm.
Like halfway down, he's like, wait.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
That's kind of like what the modern woman goes through. It's like, yeah, this is a good relationship.
Men are toxic, men are bad, men are this, yeah, but the men that you're shitting on right now,
yeah,
they're the reason why you can do and shit and complain like you are now. So just saying.
Yeah.
Trust me. The big corporation and the government ain't your friends.
Nope.
The music stopped and we're still going.
Mm-hmm.
It's been almost 2 hours. Catch up. Okay, and often they're done crying about it. Then they try and screw over other women, their friends, and tell them their single life is great, and then they're not alone. The most unhappiest age group gender on earth is the 42-year-old single childless woman. Mm-hmm. And they're the guys that commit suicide. Die depression and alcohol. Yeah. We got to a point that most guys hate being guys. They hate themselves because they're guys, because they grew up with women telling them that guys are nothing but pieces of shit and this and that, and that women are great. And I'm sorry, but I believe in actual equality. I believe that there's asshole and jerks in every fucking sides. Okay?
Yeah.
Like somebody's like, but you treat a girl just like you would treat a guy. A guy. Oh yeah, exactly. Isn't that equality?
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to give you special treatment, talk to you differently because you're a chick? But no. There you go. Your entire freaking thing just broke. What they really want is special treatment. It's not equality. It's not nothing. And if you look at the other side of the spectrum right now, it's the same thing. They want vengeance, retribution for what? Something you never fucking lived.
Yeah.
Men have become pussies, plain and simple. They need some tough love. Yup. And it's only the reason why I think he got canceled here a while back. People try to say that I was misogynist because of what I was doing. What? Wait, what? I remember the last time they came to freaking con where I was when I was with the kids. That didn't end too well. They think they can act violent and be aggressive and be this and be threatening without a guy jumping over a table and going in front of their face. Want to take that outside? Like, back the fuck up. You're just a cisgender male, and you're what? Wait, what? You just call me a cis? Because then they started explaining to me that so if I understand what you're saying right now, that would make me an actual male and female, because I'm a guy, but I'm also played a role of a single mother, so that makes me a man and a woman at the same time. So I was like, fuck, call me a power dyke.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me of something I've been seeing that annoys me.
What?
all these transgender people being like, well, you know, when the Bible talks about Jesus being born from a virgin, you know, that would mean that he didn't have access to a Y chromosome, so he would have been born a woman, but he identified as male, so he's technically trans. It's like, so you accepted that he's born from a virgin, which is a miracle. But the other miracle isn't possible, that he could also be born male from that? Okay, dummy. Yeah, I just love how all these like oppressed communities.
Everybody just says any stupid shit, hoping that it's gonna stick and it's true. Like that's one of the things that I'm noticing. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Dude, just see the first African female lead actress movie. Fuck you,
Yeah.
Foxy Brown. What the fuck you talking about?
And I love these communities that are like, or these like you know, you got white supremacists, but now you got black supremacists who are just like everyone in the past used to be black, pretty much.
But there's always been supremacists. Okay, it
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything. There was black supremacists, there was white supremacists, there was Italian supremacists, there was
Yeah.
everything supremacists. Before they used to all fucking fight. The only problem now is that everybody's crying victim about the people that you know. It's like saying they're complaining about the person that won the fight. So it's like, you know,
Yeah.
imagine Mike Tyson and the other one, and the guy that looks, that guy abused me because he bit me, he was fungal in me, and it was solely abuse.
Oh, but no, like there's something I saw a long time ago.
Like we're not even us. We're not those people, and we don't agree with what's fucking happened. And we're all living our lives since the fucking 80s and 90s. Inequality, you know, color should not fucking dictate who you are, what the fuck you are, what you can do. Even the
Yeah.
thing between your legs, like nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Supposed to just be yourself, and you know. Anyways, sorry.
But yeah, there's some like on the topic of the black supremacist thing.
Mhm.
I just got in mind of something I saw years ago. I was probably in high school. There's like some History Channel documentary
Mhm.
where it's like talking about like the story of Moses. It's like, well, this couldn't happen because of this reason. This couldn't happen because of this reason. And it gets like, this is one scene at the end where it's like, but there's one shocking revelation that'll disprove all of it. They come back from the commercial break. And it's like just some guy with all the, you know, the traditional African garb. He goes, Moses was black. It's just like, and therefore he couldn't have been the one to, because there were no.
I do
black-
this right now.
like-
Right now they're even trying to say that the actual Jews are the actual Jews are black. Like,
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's like I just remember how they're like, well, you heard from him, you know, clearly it couldn't have been because you know he was black. This guy said it. There you go. That's all the proof you need.
It's fucking ridiculous.
And I just sitting there like, you know, as a teenager, just like, what? It's like what just happened?
They don't even believe in Jesus. They're just told to just yeah.
Yeah,
Bro, you know what's worse? I'm sure there's African cinema out there, so they're discounted all African cinema because it's not worthy enough. It's not Hollywood. Yeah, dude.
yeah,
Not just that. It's like, dude, the first, just to show you how stupid they are. All people on the outside are black. Okay, so you're telling me that it's black people that started fucking slavery. They used to enslave themselves in fucking Africa and sell them off to other people. We used to enslave each other. Like every fucking nation, every fucking people in the world used to enslave the poorer of themselves. That's the thing that people are losing track of. It was always about wealth and power. It's not about the fucking color of your skin.
yeah.
Sorry, rant over. It doesn't matter if you're black or white. Back on
Yep.
It's all about special treatment. It's not about anything else. That's all it is.
Yeah.
They don't want to. They all want special treatment. They want to be made rich. They want to, whatever. Everybody wants a special treatment and a leg up for everything just because I'm a victim. Well, we're all victims. I may be white, but I'm also a descendant of the Acadians. So fuck off. Also come from Vikings.
Oh yeah.
Descendant of the King Hodo family. So that tells you anything.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And my name comes from the family of King Hodo, and then most of my predecessor went to to become Acadians in the new land.
Nice.
And
my
we all know what
ancestor
happened to them.
And my ancestor was named Grimbold, which is badass.
My ancestors pillaged and plundered everything, and to make up for it, they had sex with it everywhere.
Yeah.
Afterwards, yep. But certain whites are not whites, and certain non-whites are whites. It's fucked up. Fuck you. I have to say.
Yeah.
Fuck your victim mentality and just fuck off.
I remember seeing something.
Just let people be. Okay.
Yeah. I saw something about a week or so ago. Is like Europe's only indigenous people is like some people from like Norway or something like that. It's like, wait a minute, hold on, what? It's like,
yeah, they were everywhere, dude, and we invaded everything and everywhere, and we're nothing but that. We never had a home. That's gonna be the next thing. We never had a home. We're gonna be
Yeah. It's like, I'm pretty sure the Celts, the Gaelic people and all that, they were, the people that the British are descended from, they were pretty indigenous. But to them, indigenous just means brown.
Just the term people of color is racist.
Yeah.
What does that make us people of non-color on the live? You know what I mean? That's the thing, is that the demonizing people, it's never been a good thing. We've been fighting racism for a whole bunch of years, and now it's like people that never live or anything hard in their fucking life are trying to tell everybody that they're victims, and everybody just get off your ass and do something.
What is funny though is all these people who are like, we need to give the Native Americans back their land. It's like, I'm not really sure what side I fall on the Israel-Palestine thing anymore, but I'm just like, I know what side they fall on. So it's like, so Palestinians should give Israel all their land, right? It's like, no. It's like, well, they were the indigenous people until that land was stolen from them by the Ottomans. It's like, well, that's different.
He makes a good point, though. I got picked on for knowing English in Montreal more than I did for being half Latino. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't. Yeah. Here, if you're English, you do anything in English, I don't like you. I make fun of all my ancestors, and they were anything like me, they probably deserve it. There you go. Just coming along, right?
Yeah.
Want them to be able to technically represent the yin yang. I think it's working out. Trying to get something done and keeping track with the chat's not done. But this way, let's go doodle and chill.
Yep.
And don't forget to go check out Black and White by Art Thibert. First one was pretty good. This is supposed to be the conclusion, so.
Yeah,
Do the hair.
working on this map this way is sort of give me an idea of the scale these continents would have to be.
Everything is done. All right, I'm gonna snap out of it. Gonna show your thing. Boom. Boom.
Still on the rough layout, but yeah, that's looking like a realistic sort of continent shape.
Yeah. Oh, I noticed you might have. Oh no, you did not. I thought you added Montreal.
Oh no, let's see, scroll over. Yep, nope, still Montreal and my city are
Wiped out. Kaput.
yep.
Gone in a blaze of glory.
Yep. Yeah. Might have to put out a link on Twitter where you can download this map for if you have Civilization 5. Good, it's fun. It's fun to play. Got this zone, it's like a big old maze. You got, land bridge here. You can take that and block off a whole continent. Each continent sort of split off by a mountain range. Is easy to defend. These two continents, though, are sort of hell to start out at. So, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. This would usually be where I start finishing it.
Oh, you're still on me.
Boop. This is usually where I would switch to inks.
Sweet.
You happy with the pose? Okay, I'm gonna have to go pull out the ref and start doing the the suit designs. I don't remember them from the top of my head. No. Yeah, okay, read that one. So we just passed the 2-hour mark. It's 12 a.m. Already 12. God damn it.
Jeez.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you everybody in the chat for joining us tonight. We'll see you all next Saturday and tomorrow on the Inkslayer art stream around 7:45 or something like that. I think I put it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see you all tomorrow and next weekend. And keep your eyes open. I might be launching Tales from Universe 2, the Second Chance campaign, around the 10th on Bancroft. Just saying.
Yeah, all right.
Mm-hmm. So have a good night, everyone. What do we close with? Let's run the trailer. Followed by Kirby. Have a good night, everybody.
Later.
Hello, my name is Sim, and welcome to the Netverse.
I see that story first. I feel that story first. I know those people first. When I put them down, they've already lived. And I put them down as I'd like them to live on those pages. My stories are very sincere. My stories are people's stories.